underway in Buffalo. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Check this. Check.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And when you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 86 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Allen to throw it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. The Bills had 8 and 5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on on display in that victory.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like film watching and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. A good drive by Thomas, taking 9 plays in all. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Here's Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Running on first down with Gaskin. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Second down, Gaskin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line of the game. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Once again, it's Mostert. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Touchdown, Dolphins! Cedric Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 9-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen now looks to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
What's the deal, y'all?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Allen. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you never drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tua, the final shot before half. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Then on Sunday night, this one will be very interesting. The Patriots head west to take on their former offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, and the Las Vegas Raiders. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile,
well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He continues to deliver first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Singletary trying the left side. 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop the guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
From midfield, here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And a completion to Wilson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give, running left is Wilson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, touchdown! Cedric Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Allen now on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, every drive from here on is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through a little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them. Wilson with a 1st down carry.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's Tua. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Up the middle, Gasket. Oh, he's got a little damage. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Let's do this, man. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
One final try here for Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have the Bills 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Flushed out right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
And you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Oh, what a move. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 15. 1:12 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second.